haven't been on YouTube in so long, y'all. I ain't been up here really because it's like I've been stuck in like real life, y'all. Like I've been really like getting my shit together, clearing my mind, focusing on me, getting shit in order. You know, it's a new year now. Last year whooped my fucking ass, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Okay, 1 second. Let me go get me a chair. Cause I was finna say, hold on, cause what? I might tell you what. Okay, anyway, so usually I don't do shit like this. Like come to the internet and address problems between me and my friends or me and my significant other. Like every detail, I don't do that. This is not what I do. But what I also don't do is half telling stories, painting it to be as if you're the victim all the fucking time. You know? And it's like, I'm tired of being the person that's always in the wrong when it hits the media. And that's mainly because I don't say anything. And it's like, who am I to bring something that really did happen in real life to the media? We all got each other numbers. The situation is over with. Let's jump into the situation because it's a lot of situations that needed to be addressed. And honestly, I'm not trying to come off like I'm keeping this shit a buck. Like I'm not sugarcoating. I'm not leaving anything out. I'm keeping this shit a buck. Okay? With me and Jazz, I never portrayed that we had the perfect relationship. I never said we never argued. I never said we never tussled. I never said none of that. Okay? That 100% did happen in my relationship. It happens in everybody's relationship. And if it don't happen in yours, kudos to you. But it happened in mine. And I'm not ashamed to say that. There was goods and there was bads. This particular situation was one of our worst moments. So, we end up, around this time, me and Jazz was going through like a little rocky period. We was like, I'm done with you, but you still my bitch, you know? Type shit. So we were just going through like a little back and forth part that was just real stressful around that time. So also while we was going through what we was going through, we had 2 other friends that was going through their situation, and somehow the situations between us venting to each other between our relationship problems, it became a mix to the point that this person knows stuff that they not supposed to know. This person knows stuff that they not supposed to know. All type of stuff, you know? Hey, Kenzie.
Hi, guys.
Period. So, that's just how it was. So, we ended up going to Nomad, and I was just like, you know, like when you go into a place and you see your nigga and shit, and you like trying to act like you don't see your nigga type shit, but you also see your nigga type shit. But you also like don't want to be into it. So, you still go. So you still go? Like that's the type of time I was on. Like even though me and Jazz like not the best right now, like at least we trying. So I'ma not be like that, and I'ma still pop out and go outside with her. I ended up bringing my friends with me. So keep in mind, prior to this, or if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Tony and Shai wasn't there. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tony. They had already had their conversation about the little tension that was between Tony and Jazz. Jazz basically felt like Tony was gonna take my side, whether I was right or wrong, and she ain't fuck with that. So she just, I don't know, I wouldn't say she had like an issue, like a real issue with Tony. It was just, I don't know, she just didn't like that she was my friend and she was behind me with whatever I decided to be with. And there was, at a certain point of time, there was conversations about Tony being made behind both of our backs. I didn't know any of this was going on. But when it was brought to our attention, it kind of made me look a little weird. You know, like, oh, these is your girlfriend friends and they talking about me. You had to be talking about me with them. And it was like, that was never the case, because I would never sit up and talk about my friends with another group of people, because that's not who I am. That's not what I do. Anyways, fast forward. We get to Nomad. I assume that the tension between Tony and Jazz is over with, okay? No. Obviously, something was said between... I was told that Jazz must have said something like, why did she bring them with her? And I didn't hear that. But keep in mind, like, I'm not even necessarily like really talking to Jazz. Like I'm like, hey Jazz, but that's really it. So like I'm not really like peeping what's going on. Like I'm just there, you know, like I'm in my own I'm not even focused on Jazz and Tony and them. I'm focused on me and Jazz at this point, like what we got going on. But I'm still like standing on business, you know. Anyways, so whatever the case may be, the night goes on. Keep in mind, I don't know that was said until after the night, after all this shit transpired. So we on the way to the house. I'm talking to my two friends that I said also had their relationship problems at the time. We was going through our relationship problems, and they telling me some shit about my girlfriend type shit. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till I get to the house. So they like, don't say nothing. So even Tony and Shai was like, don't say nothing, like let her say something to you first. So I'm like, okay. We come in, I just immediately go into it like, why did I hear blase blase A, B, and C? And she like, what? So I end up calling them on the phone. So now me and Jazz going back and forth with them, and they telling me what I'm hearing, and I'm telling her that they not lying on her, and she telling me that they lying on her. So it's just a whole bunch of shit. So Jazz ends up saying out of the blue like, you know what, I don't fuck with none of you hoes. That's when everything went left. Keep in mind, everybody is drunk, everybody's underneath the influence, whatever the case may be. I felt like Jazz was talking to Tony and Shai and them felt like Jazz was directing that to everybody as a whole. That's when shit went left. Tony got up and was like, bitch, who you talking about? And keep in mind, Jazz is drunk. Jazz is at home in her comfort of her own house. She said, you. One thing led to another. Somebody said some shit. I'm not sure if it was Tony. I'm not sure if it was Shia. I'm not sure if it was Ari. Somebody said something like, we gonna jump you. And I must have got up like, no y'all not. So I'm looking at everything transpire, and I see Jazz go in the room. Jazz go in the room. She get her shit. She put it in her drawers, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, Jazz, we not doing that. To the point I'm fighting with Jazz. Jazz is still going back and forth with them, like arguing, like, nah, jump who, y'all in my shit, da 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 da. Somebody said some shit like, we gonna drop the low. That's when jlong proceeds to take out his gun and point it at the car. Still in that predicament. Let's pause the story right there. I lay my head at this house. My son lay his head at this house. We all lay our head at this house. You threatening to drop a location, and you mad at me because they put out a gun on you when you jeopardizing everybody in this house safety down to my baby. Really and truly, I should have stood on business and not gave a fuck right then and there. Because at that point, you're not only playing with them, you're playing with me. So, still in that time, I'm still playing mediator, getting on his ass to the point that me and jlong actually ended up arguing real bad. To the point, whoever he was dating at the time, he was on the phone with her. I'm telling him bring the girl to Houston so I can fight her, since he want to talk reckless to me. He want to pull out guns. He want to do all this. I'm still arguing in behalf of these people. And they took my car, went to my house, left me, came back to my shit, broke my cameras, all type of shit. And I'm the one in the wrong? No, I'm not the one in the wrong. And keep in mind, they did ask me, Crystal, can we leave? I'm still going through what the fuck I'm going through on this phone. You asking me, can we leave? No, bitch, I'm going through my relationship problems. When y'all hoes go through y'all shit with y'all niggas, don't nobody, oh, come on, let's go. I got da 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 da. Y'all is talking crazy to this girl in her house and mad that she is escalating the situation. And still in that same breath, I'm still defending y'all, and I still end up to be the bad guy. That's how I took the situation. And that's the story I've been saying. That's the story I'm going to keep saying. And that's what happened. Because it's not like, oh, one person said their story and that's it, and now we could just rekindle with whatever story that Crystal may possibly have. No, I'm going to put the story out too. Because I was there that night. I had to be in the middle. I had to fight with damn near both of y'all that fucking night. And that shit was unfair to me. Like, nobody ever thought, like, damn, what? Like, why would you put me in a position where I have to choose between my friends and my bitch? As somebody that's my friend. Like, that shit was just mind-boggling to me at the time. But still, me being me still being like, okay, this is my friends, they still girls. This is Jazz, even though she a girl, she could get her one. And I didn't know about no conversation about somebody asking Jazz for her one. Because on God, I would let them get their one right then and there. Because the jumping shit, we not doing. But these is both girls. Y'all want to get y'all one? Okay, better not one person jump in. Y'all get y'all one. That could have been arranged. But the whole jumping shit and telling people you gonna drop they low, don't act confused why people was getting on that with you. Because if you was at your hometown and somebody came to your residence and told you that they was gonna jump you and you own a gun and you can use your Second Amendment and you live in Texas where they have stand your ground laws, I doubt you will be letting anybody tell you that they gonna jump you in your own fucking residence. That makes no sense. Instead, everybody should have just, okay, the next day, apologize, whatever the case may be. Y'all ain't gotta be cool, but understand there was a principle behind that shit. Simple. No, everybody wanted to be weird after the shit. We having a conversation about it, still being cool, but it just wasn't the same. And then that's just what it was with me and Shia. Now, as far as the Miah shit, I wasn't even gonna speak on that. This girl sat on the phone with me, then been on the phone with me and Miah multiple times. I done promoted this girl fucking weight gain pills. I done sat on the phone with her, talked to her about my bitch, all type of shit. And yeah, that might be on me for oversharing, but bitch, you was definitely engaging in the conversation. You was definitely making it seem like you wanted to be cool. So I don't get where, oh, me and Crystal was never friends. Bitch, I sat on the phone and told you, you feel me? We on the phone discussing our niggas together. Are we not? But you don't owe me no loyalty. And it's not even about the loyalty, bitch. It's girl code. Bitch, that's weird. Simple. And Miah, yeah, I could have asked you or whatever the case may be, but how the fuck I'm supposed to ask you some shit I don't even fucking know? You right there, front, face, and center. Then around the time, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck my business getting back to Jazz. How the fuck is my business getting back to Jazz if I'm telling Miah? Like, it's a lot of shit that was goofy, clowned out, fake, backdoor about that situation, and that's just it. Simple. I don't gotta fuck with y'all hoes. I unfollowed y'all, and that was it. Simple. The fuck, I didn't get on the internet and make no to be honest video. To be honest, fuck y'all. That's how I feel. The fuck, I don't get no fuck. It don't gotta be no beef, but I don't fuck with y'all. Simple. That's why I unfollowed you. Now, for you to sit down and make a video and make it seem like I'm fucking picking with you and I'm delusional and da 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 da, please. Please. Bitch, ain't shit delusional. Because for one, I would never be in y'all hoes face if I'm taking your nigga down. What? I can't be up in her face. I took her nigga down before. The fuck? I don't play like that. That's not how I do. That's not real bitch shit. Simple. And all the extra this and this and this and this and this and this. If you wasn't in this, get the fuck out the business. I don't know what you speaking for. Simple. I don't get why everybody feel like they gotta speak out when it come to me. Shut the fuck up and stay in y'all place. I ain't none of y'all business. Y'all ain't none of my business. I don't care about you hoes. You hoes don't gotta care about me. Simple. The fuck? Stop with the video. Stop with the making yourselves a victim shit. That shit is blowing me. I won't lie to you. The fuck? Ain't nobody picking on y'all. Ain't nobody bullying y'all. I don't gotta beef with you hoes. I don't gotta know you hoes. Know that? The fuck? Anyways, that's my piece. Now, as far as me sitting down with Nuni, I am 100% okay with sitting down with Nuni. But I do have my side of my story. She got her side of her story. Jazz got her side of her story. I don't give a fuck no more. If we gonna move forward, we gonna move forward. Simple. If we not, we don't have to. I'm not forcing nobody to be my friend at all. But I'm not gonna lie, me and Nuni was genuinely friends at one point. Shit happens. Life happens. I don't know. But never did I ever come to the media. Never did I ever bash anybody. Never did I ever, like, if anything, I just said I would have never done that to you. Because, not speaking on you, Nuni, but Miah, I would have never done that to you. Ever. I would have never done that to anybody. Because that's not how I am. That's not real bitch shit, like I said before. Anyways, that's my piece. That's what I have to say. I don't care how anybody take this video. I said what the fuck I said. Simple. Catch me in the next video, guys. I really hate to start my year off with the negativity, but what we're not gonna do 2024, if we're not gonna do anything, we taking accountability. I could say and admit where I was fucked up at. It's y'all turn. Simple. Bye.